Fury 2014. In April 1945, as the final days of World War II collapse around Germany, a battle-hardened American tank crew pushes deeper into hostile territory. Their Sherman tank, nicknamed Fury, moves like a battered iron beast through smoking villages and shattered forests. Sergeant Don War Daddy Collier commands with cold precision, having survived countless brutal engagements. His crew Bible, Gordo, and Kunas trust him with their lives. When their previous assistant driver is killed, a young clerk named Norman is abruptly assigned, stepping into a nightmare of steel, fire, and moral conflict far beyond anything he imagined. Norman arrives shaking, still clinging to the innocence of a typist who never expected to fight. The veteran crew treats him with a mix of cruelty and rough humor, believing fear will kill him faster than bullets. War Daddy orders Norman to fire on a German prisoner, forcing him to confront the reality of war. Though traumatized, Norman begins to understand that survival demands hard choices. Inside the cramped tank, the men argue, sweat, and bleed together, forming a strange family forged by constant danger. As Fury rolls forward, Norman's worldview shatters, replaced by grim determination. The crew soon faces overwhelming German forces, including deadly Tiger tanks capable of destroying Sherman tanks with ease. During a fierce battle in a muddy field, Fury's crew uses cunning and teamwork to destroy a Tiger, but at the cost of friendly tanks and countless lives. The victory feels hollow as smoke and bodies fill the air. Norman proves his courage by staying focused under fire, earning grudging respect. War Daddy sees potential in him, guiding him through the chaos like a ruthless mentor. Every mile deeper into enemy territory increases the tension and the toll on their souls. After the brutal battle, the crew enters a captured German town. In a quiet house, War Daddy and Norman meet two women, a mother and her young cousin, who are terrified yet welcoming. For a brief moment, they share food and fragile peace. Norman experiences human connection amid the horror, while War Daddy reflects on what war has taken from everyone. This fragile sanctuary is shattered when the rest of the crew storms in, drunk and bitter, destroying the moment. The encounter reminds Norman that war corrupts even kindness, leaving scars that linger far beyond the battlefield. As Fury continues its mission, German resistance grows more desperate. Ambushes, hidden mines, and relentless infantry attacks test the crew's endurance. Each man carries his own fear, yet they push forward because stopping means death. War Daddy reveals his belief that good men must fight to protect what little innocence remains. Norman, now more hardened, begins to accept this grim philosophy. He loads shells, fires the gun, and no longer hesitates. The once timid clerk transforms into a soldier shaped by necessity. Through thunderous cannon blasts and screaming metal, Fury becomes both their shield and their prison. Disaster strikes when a land mine cripples Fury, leaving the tank immobile at a crossroads. With German troops advancing, the crew faces an impossible decision: abandon the tank and escape, or make a final stand. War Daddy chooses to stay, believing the crossroads must be held to protect advancing American forces. One by one, the crew commits to fighting alongside him, knowing it will likely mean death. Norman, though terrified, refuses to leave. The damaged Fury becomes their last fortress, surrounded by darkness and approaching enemies, setting the stage for a final, desperate battle. As night falls, waves of German soldiers attack the stranded tank. Machine gun fire, grenades, and rockets pound Fury from every side. Gordo, Bible, and Kunas fight with fierce loyalty, killing enemy soldiers as they are slowly overwhelmed. Each man falls in brutal, heartbreaking moments, defending the tank and each other. War Daddy continues to command, even when wounded, refusing to surrender. Norman reloads and fires, proving he has become a true soldier. The tank burns, the crew bleeds, and the battlefield turns into a nightmare of fire and screams beneath the cold night sky. In the chaos, War Daddy is fatally wounded, leaving Norman alone inside the ruined tank. He hides beneath the hull as German soldiers search the area, his breath barely audible. One young enemy soldier looks directly at him but chooses not to reveal his hiding place, silently sparing his life. When the Germans move on, Norman remains trembling in darkness until American troops arrive at dawn. The once noisy battlefield is now eerily silent, filled with fallen bodies. Norman emerges, shocked and grief-stricken, realizing he is the sole survivor of Fury's heroic last stand. American soldiers discover the wrecked tank and the dead crew who defended the crossroads. They recognize the bravery of War Daddy and his men, who stopped an entire German battalion. Norman is praised as a hero, though he feels unworthy compared to those who died. He looks at War Daddy's lifeless face, remembering the harsh lessons he was taught. War has stolen his innocence but given him strength. As medics take him away, Norman carries the memory of Fury and its crew, a reminder of sacrifice, loyalty, and the terrible cost of survival. Fury ends as Norman reflects on everything he has endured. The young man who once feared holding a gun has become a hardened survivor of unimaginable violence. He understands that the men of Fury were more than soldiers, they were brothers bound by fire and fear. Their courage saved countless lives, even though it cost them their own. As the war continues around him, Norman vows to honor their sacrifice by living with purpose. The story of Fury stands as a tribute to those who fight in the darkest moments, proving that even in brutality, loyalty and humanity can endure.